Hello and welcome to your Over-Enthusiastic Game Guide. I'm Dan, and this guide is all about the 4 Hellbane rares in Tanaan Jungle, who they are, where they are, and what their purpose in life is. Well, if they really develop a purpose in the 30 seconds they're alive. Okay, so scattered across Tanaan there are 4 rares we're interested in: Vengence, Terrorfist, Deathtalon, and Doomroller. All 4 of these rares are not the easiest to solo, especially if you have a low gear level, or spec as a healer trying to heal yourself as Terrorfist throws fists of terror continuously to your face. Okay, let's start off with our first rare, Terrorfist. Terrorfist is a level 100 Foul-Vein Grondling who spawns on a stump in the Iron Front. From there, he wanders up the hill to cause havoc with his Fists of Fury. The main reason people are so interested in these rares is because they have a chance to drop a mount in a cage. This cage has a 15% chance of dropping and can drop from any of the 4 rares. You may be thinking, 15%? That's not too bad to get a mount. Well, there are 3 mounts in total to get: an armoured Razorback, Warsong Direfang, and a Tundra Icehoof. And what you need to do is open the Rattling Cage to collect one of the 3 mounts. And they all have an equal chance of dropping, a third 33%. So it does mean that you could get the same mount more than once. For most people, they end up getting the same mount about 5 times in a row. That's how luck tends to work in this game. Speaking of luck, well, actually absolutely no luck at all. There is a strong possibility you may not even reach your intended rare before it is killed off by excited players. No matter how much you speed up the footage, you can never reach it in time. But you can speed up your mount speed. If you reach Revered with the Saberstalkers, a Tanaan faction, you can purchase a teaching, and upon learning this teaching you will gain a permanent buff which will increase your mount speed by 15% in Tanaan Jungle. So this next rare we're going to look at is situated at the entrance of Hellfire Citadel. This rare can be taken down in a heartbeat if he spawns on a raid night. This rare is Doomroller. What separates Terrorfist from all the other rares is the fact that when he spawns there is no zone sound alert. When Doomroller spawns, Siege Master Martak yowls out,
Ha! Trample their corpses!
If you didn't hear that, then maybe you would have noticed the yell in the chat log. When it does spawn and you're not in the right place, you need to get there fast before it is destroyed. So a useful item to have is Aviana's Feather. This will send you soaring through the air, but if you cancel the spell, you will plummet to your death. Unless you can prevent it using a spell or an item in your bag. This could be a potion of Slowfall or a Goblin Glider kit. But make sure you use the item when you're close to the ground, otherwise you'll find yourself even further away from where you need to be. As well as the Rattling Cage, these rares also have other items on their loot table. Another item which is uncommon at a 30% drop rate is the Medallion of the Legion. Crushing this will increase your reputation with Draenor factions. You can also sell this on the auction house to make yourself a little bit of gold. They also drop 100 units of oil, and when you're on the quest Unseen Influence, they also have a 100% chance of dropping a Foul Corrupted Apexis Fragment. If you don't have the time to hang around for these rares, then you can keep checking pre-made groups for your desired rare. Many people tend to put these groups to help their fellow player. But you have to have a fast hand. It can take a matter of seconds for that group to be full. If the group has been up for longer than 30 seconds, then it's more than likely going to be full or a corpse group. Once you kill the rare on a character, say you've already killed Doomroller today, then you will not be able to loot it again later in the day. All these rares are on a unique daily lockout, but that does not stop you from killing it on different characters of yours, so the more level 100s you have, the better, if you can really cope with all that waiting around for them to spawn. But the good thing about these rares is that they all spawn around the areas where daily objectives are located, so you could just complete an objective to pass the time, and maybe they might spawn for you. Next we are going to the ruins of Cranach to visit our third rare. This one is rather easy to access because it's right next to the flight path, and this rare is the minion of Shadow Lord Iska, Deathtalon. Again with this rare, a yell is put into the chat log and a sound alert is played.
Behind the veil, all you find is death.
That's settling. The only death round here is either Deathtalon or someone who is spec'd as a healer getting a Talon of Death to the face. If you are after these rares and you want a bit more accuracy as to when they spawn, a good add-on to have is NPC Scan. NPC Scan lets you know via a raid warning when the rare has spawned, and if you don't know where these rares are, open your map and you'll find an event icon as to where the rare is. But chances are, if you're not at the rare when it spawns and you have to take a flight path or two to get to it, it's more than likely going to be dead when you do get to it. So if you're scrolling down the list and you see that Deathtalon is up and you're in your garrison's outhouse, there is really not much point to joining. No one's going to summon you because they go down so quickly, and especially if you're in the outhouse, no one needs that. But as of 6.2.1, we'll all be flying about on mounts in Draenor, so, well, it really pays off going through all the trouble to get these ground mounts, doesn't it? But it will make the process easier being able to get to the rares faster when they do spawn. But to be able to get Draenor flying, you need to complete the achievement Draenor Pathfinder. To complete this, you need to explore the whole of Draenor, collect 100 treasures, complete all major storylines in Draenor from either Horde or Alliance, complete the 12 unique Apexis dailies from your garrison, and hit Revered with 3 Tanaan fractions. And this achievement is account wide, so you only need to complete it on one character. Our final rare we're looking at sits at the Temple of Shannara. Getting to this one is a little bit more tricky on foot, having to dodge lots of NPCs, and knowing luck, you'll get dismounted every time you attract one. This rare is Vengence. The sound that plays through your speaker for this one is from the mouth of Tyrant Valhari.
Insects deserve to be crushed.
What's good about these rares is that they have somewhat short spawn timers, shortest being 1 hour and longest being 3 hours, and you may find that they spawn relatively close together, which can be very handy. When going for these rares, you can be faced with all sorts of problems. You may find a group on pre-made whilst in mid-fight and won't phase until the enemy's dead. So quick, pop every cooldown you have, kill it off, you don't want to miss this rare, can't be dealing with waiting around for much longer. And finally, you kill it, everything is cool, and then lag. Panic sets in, you've got to do this quick, panic, quick. And it's only till now you realise how slow the loading screen actually is. But don't worry, it's all good. As long as you're in spell range and a member of your raid kills it, you can loot the rare also. Phew. But that's just one problem. Another problem you can have is when you use Avian's Feather and you realise, oh, I don't have any slow fall potions. Ah, well, I'll just glide down slowly. But when you get there and you see that it's going down fast, there's only one option. It has to be a suicide hit. Aim yourself correctly and release. Get in close and spam that spell and oh. Well, this is a good example of the luck you get in this game. But nothing is worse than a rare spawning when you're on a flight path going in the opposite direction. There is nothing you can do but watch as the Griffin gets noticeably slower like it's doing it on purpose. But you gotta act fast, quickly fly back to where you came from and there might be a glimmer of hope left in this game. Maybe, just maybe it's still up. Then you see your luck is starting to turn around. Today is gonna be a good day. Oh yeah, here we go, this is more like it, this is what I like to see. I can feel my luck is starting to turn around already. Oh, damn it. Thank you all for watching, and if you liked what you saw here, feel free to like and or comment, or even subscribe. And be sure to check out other videos listed on this channel. But for now, take care.